As President-elect Trump's cabinet begins to take shape, our Ramy Inocencio has been speaking to experts in Hong Kong about how China is preparing for the incoming Trump administration.
China is bracing for the second coming of a President Donald Trump. And the people I've been speaking to here in Hong Kong, Chinese experts born in China, they are openly, publicly admitting for China, it's going to get worse in the short term before it gets better in the longer term. But this is the future, distant, longer term that we're talking about. Trump's top threat is eye-watering 60% tariffs on all Chinese goods with the goal of protecting American manufacturing and jobs, in effect raising prices so Americans will be less open or at least less able to buy more expensive Chinese things. One of the experts I spoke to was Chen Zhiwu. He's the chair professor of finance at the University of Hong Kong, and he told me Beijing may not be able to use tariffs actually to push back against American tariffs. And this is why. Take a listen.
Of course they would retaliate, but I don't think the Chinese side can really do that much to retaliate against the U.S. because, of course, China imports a lot of agricultural products like soybean, corn. They may try to import more such agricultural products from Brazil and also from Russia as one of their ways to retaliate against the U.S. But at the end of the day, China imports so much chips from NVIDIA, Intel, especially Qualcomm and so on. So those products are what China needs. So China cannot produce internally.
But what Beijing might be able to do is to work on better ties with European and Asian countries, and more specifically with allies of the U.S. like France, Germany, and the UK. And this might sound counterintuitive, but the belief is that Trump will be more isolationist, will make it harder for other countries to work with the U.S., which could then make it easier for Beijing to say, hey, I've got a deal for you. Let's sit down at the table and talk. And today, Trump's cabinet is taking shape with more China hawks looking like they're going to be named to his cabinet. For example, Representative Mike Waltz of Florida as National Security Advisor and Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State. Marco Rubio, by the way, has said that China is the U.S.'s most advanced adversary, and Beijing has sanctioned him twice. Back to you.
All right, Ramy, thank you for that.